Alright, and we're live. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Alright, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Matt and Jerry. We're going to be discussing the Bears, the recent QB changes. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So, what did you see from Trubisky
This is
and
your number
White?
one stop for all Bears, Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox news. One the ones and twos. Me and Matt Deke.
Oh shit, baby! Come on now. All right,
Get it
that's gonna be the new intro. I fucking like that shit. The red line. That's gonna be the podcast.
on the ones and twos. You gotta always say that in the beginning.
On the ones and twos. This is your one-stop shop for Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs news, baby.
107.5 WGCI, Chicago's number one stop for hip hop.
Ooh, all right. Let's get right into it. The QB change in Chicago. As everybody knows or is probably aware of right now, Chicago Bears benched Mitchell Trubisky and put in Big Dick Nick. So what led to this decision?
Well, Matt, this is Judgment Day here in Chicago. Jesus has risen. We have a new quarterback in town. We've been waiting for this all our lives. The Chicago Bears finally have a quarterback, and not only is it a quarterback, it is a Super Bowl MVP quarterback who we know can win games.
Yeah, I mean, he proved it right there. What, we were down 26-10, third quarter when we put him in, and then he throws 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, I mean, this has been building up for a while. Like, as Bears fans know, over the past 4 years, Trubisky has not improved at all. He is still overthrowing his receivers. He is not reading defenses, and you can just tell by the way Nagy was coaching that game. He wanted to get Mitch out of there as soon as possible. He was waiting for that one mistake, and that was the interception.
I mean,
on
yeah,
that play, actually,
yeah,
Allen Robinson was wide open, as I just showed you. Play the clip.
yeah. We'll play the clip right there. But as you can see, Allen Robinson and Jimmy Graham, they cross each other, and then Mitch Trubisky, dumbass Mitch, decides to throw it to the guy in double coverage instead of the person that's streaking over the field wide ass open. So I mean, it's just a thing that we see over and over again. Mitch is just not good with progressions. I mean, how many years has he had to work on this shit?
This is his fourth season in the NFL.
Fourth season in the NFL, and he's still doing things that college quarterbacks should be
And
able
we
to
actually
do.
have Bears fans still defending Trubisky, saying, "Oh, it's the play calling. It's all on Matt Nagy. He's not playing Trubisky the right way." No, we've clearly seen over the past 3 weeks, the plays are working fine. Players are getting open. The issue is Trubisky is always making the wrong reads. He's not throwing the ball where it needs to be. And when he does see an open player, he overthrows it or underthrows it. It's just always inaccurate.
And
He's not the worst quarterback in the NFL, but he certainly is not a guy that can win you games.
yeah,
Nick
and,
Foles
and
is.
and it's apparent in the way that the defense plays under Trubisky and under Foles per se. I mean, when we saw Foles get that call up, the defense, we had 4 straight 3-and-outs and then an interception to end the game.
Oh, it's not just the defense; it's the entire team. From the sideline, you could see all the players. Everyone, when as soon as Foles walked into that game, everyone's spirits were lifted, and they felt like they actually had hopes of winning this game. You could just see, like, we looked like a completely different NFL team.
And
when
Nick Foles
was the quarterback.
Nick Foles wasn't even playing as good as he could. I mean, he had some ducks. I mean, that one to Jimmy Graham should have been intercepted. Guy mistimed his jump.
I agree. But
Allen Robinson helped him out big with that one play. I mean, Atlanta defense can't tackle to save their fucking ass.
I
But
agree, but we also have to take into the fact, Matt, that as you said earlier, Nick Foles did not play a preseason. He was injured all last year in Jacksonville. He hasn't played NFL football in almost over a year. And
Yeah,
that was his first game coming in. And for that first game playing football in that long, I think he played exceptionally well.
oh, no doubt about it. I think just the fact that Bears fans have some change and some hope to cling on to, that's not just hope that will let you down every single year. I mean, it's exciting times in Chicago. It's a great time to be a Bears fan, and that was apparent yesterday. So coming up, what do we expect from Foles here? What do we expect from Chicago as a whole? I mean, we got the Colts, and then we got the Buccaneers, bang bang, Sunday night, and then Thursday.
Yeah, well, we just got the news this morning that Nick Foles is the starting quarterback for the Bears moving forward, not just for next week. Nagy is committed to Foles, so it's good to know that we have that position solidified now. But now we will see next week is a real true test for Nick Foles, as he's going up against the number one pass defense in the NFL, the number one defense in the NFL in general. So we'll see. The Colts are only allowing 130 yards per game passing, which is very, very low.
Not for Big Dick. Not for Big Dick Nick, baby.
Oh, when you got Big Dick slinging his dick around the field like a magic wand in Harry Potter. Like, oh my. We're going to see next week, hopefully. Next week will be a true test to see if Foles is the guy.
We've got somebody at quarterback that is a Super Bowl MVP. Did I say that right? Super Bowl MVP. I actually want to go back to the game against the Falcons. Remember that play to Anthony Miller to end the game?
I was just about to bring that up. That play to Anthony Miller, that is something.
Trubisky's scared puppy looking ass would never make that throw. He'd never think to make that throw.
Not think to make that throw, but Nick Foles even told Anthony Miller on that play before he threw that. He said, "Hey, listen, Anthony, run to the L in the Atlanta in the end zone, the letter L. Let's just trust me. If it's a blitz here, run to the L, and I'm going to hit you." Foles knew exactly where he wanted that ball to go before the play was even called.
I mean,
and he threw it on the money. Perfect touchdown. Bears take the lead.
Goosebumps. I mean, that 9-incher, dude, it's going to be a problem all year long for opposing defenses.
Travis Scott said, I get those goosebumps every time.
I get those goosebumps every time. So, like you said, Colts defense has been pretty strong this year, but, I mean, we're going up against Phillip Rivers, who's old, and you can't really deny that. I think he's got a leg up on Drew Brees, but other than that, their offense isn't that special. So I think with Big Nick, I think we see at least 24 points on the board, and I think our defense is going to be rejuvenated, and I think we're going to win that fucking game.
This is going to be a real tough matchup because the Colts, they have, I think, the best offensive line in football, the best defense in football. They got a competent quarterback in Phillip Rivers. They did have some injuries this year. I believe that Marlon Mack is out the year. I don't know what's going on with T.Y. Hilton, but I'm pretty sure that the receiving core is also pretty thin. We'll see how that goes for the Colts. I think our defense will match up fine. But based off this week, I mean, against the Falcons, Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn, we need to see more out of them. We are not getting the pressure that we need to.
Well, we did see that pressure, though, late in the fourth.
Late in the fourth quarter, when our hopes were rejuvenated.
I want dog mentality from these guys in the defensive end. I mean, I feel like until the fourth quarter, these guys are non-existent.
That's what
what's going on with that?
More tenacity, more aggression in these defensive players. Also, the play calling on defense is a little suspicious too. As Pagano, the way he's kind of drawing it up for Khalil Mack, he's more like running way too much. Like if you watch the game, you see him; he's running way too far on the edge.
Oh yeah,
he's given
no time. I mean,
Ryan so much time to move up in the pocket and make a throw. 100%. You got to just go through the bull rush, a classic bull rush.
100%. Let's just engage 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would like to see more blitzes from Pagano going forward because we've been giving quarterbacks a lot of time lately.
Yeah, more blitzes in general. I agree. You know, we don't really blitz that much, and I think that's an issue. But I think you know what? 3 games in, Bears are 3-0. This is as good as a start you could want.
We'll take 3-0 every day, even though it felt like 0-2 coming into yesterday's game against Atlanta. What we saw in the end of the game with Foles, I saw a Super Bowl competing team in that last quarter.
In the last quarter, for sure. 100%.
That team looked like they could win a Super Bowl the way they were playing.
100%. I agree.
Foles throwing damn near 5 touchdowns in one quarter. It's insane. Like, imagine what he did if he played the whole game. That's why I think next week is actually a true test because we've seen Trubisky against the Lions the first week. He stunk it up the first 3 quarters, and fourth quarter, he turns from Mitsubishi Mitch to Maserati Mitch. 3 touchdowns and wins us the game. So we really got to see what's going on with that. We'll see if Nick Foles can play. We'll see Nick Foles play his first full game. And we'll see how that
Mitsubishi Mitch to Maserati Mitch. I like that. Let's put that on the shirt.
Mitsubishi Mitch the next week.
Yep. I mean, that's just what happens. So expectations, what? We want a Super Bowl, yeah?
That's the expectations every year. We always want to win a Super Bowl.
I really do we play the Ravens or the Chiefs this year? I really want to see how we match up against them with Nick Foles as their quarterback.
I think we play one of them.
All right. Well, I'm excited for that. We got that big game tonight, Monday Night Football, Chiefs at Ravens, or I don't know who's at who, but I think the Ravens got that one in the bag.
Really?
Especially coming. I mean, recency bias is all I'm going to say on that one. I mean, the Chiefs looked like lost dogs on the offensive end against the Chargers last week. They almost let a rookie in Justin Herbert, who didn't even know until 2 minutes before the game started that he was even going to play. And he destroyed it. It almost felt like whenever I was looking at the TV, Justin Herbert was doing something fantastic. And I didn't even get to see Mahomes play. They must have had so many 3-and-outs. But, I just think Lamar's going to be too much to handle for the Chiefs' defense, especially this week. And I don't think that the Chiefs' offense is clicking as much as it should be. Especially,
listen, Lamar Jackson, he's the most electrifying player in football for sure. But if you're asking me who I want to start a franchise with today between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes 10 times out of 10.
I'm speaking purely on the gambling factor.
I would still say the Chiefs are going to win this game. The Ravens have a much better defense. That's the one thing you can close out for sure. The Chiefs have a pretty suspicious defense. The Ravens have a legit defense. They added Calais Campbell in the offseason, really solidified that interior D-line. I still think Patrick Mahomes, you can't go wrong. The Chiefs' offense is just too deadly.
What do you think the score of this game's going to be?
I think it's going to be very high scoring. I think both defenses will be playing very poorly today. I'm guessing 49-42 Chiefs.
Okay, so you think it's going to go high.
I think it's going to be like that one game we saw a couple years ago, the Chiefs versus Rams. Those two.
No, that wasn't Chiefs Rams. That was Cowboys. No, that was wait.
Was Chiefs Rams 2 years
okay,
ago.
yeah, it was. Yeah. Yep.
That game was electrifying. You were seeing touchdowns every play, every single drive. That was a fun game of football to watch.
All right, so there you hear it from Jerry. Bet the over tonight, boys.
Never the over.
I say you parlay it with the Ravens. Ravens money line. I think they're gonna win this game. Anyways, I mean, yesterday me and Jerry were calling each other giddy as you could be. I mean, Big Dick Nick. I mean, I went to McDonald's yesterday during halftime. I wanted to drown in my sorrows with some McChickens, and I called Jerry up like, we're gonna be 2-1. Let's hope Nick Foles gets a start next week. I mean, this is not as bad as it could be. And then, sure enough, I get home with my Sprite and my McChickens, and I start eating. And there goes in Big Dick Nick, and my hope and my dreams just escalated so quick right before my very eyes, and we won the game, and now we're 3-0, and let's fucking go, baby. Be back next week. We're going to be talking about the Bears game. Hopefully it's going to be good. Yeah, anything else to say, Jerry?
No, that's it. Bear down.
Bear down, baby. Let's go. Hey, do you want to do that thing that you did at the beginning?
No, that's an entrance, bro. I can't say that.
All right, what are we going to end with?
We can find a way to end it. Like, you can end it, but I don't know how to say, like, how to walk out of that. Saying,
okay.
yo, Matt and Jerry on the 1s and 2s, Chicago's #1 stop for Bears and Bulls news.
Come back next week, baby. All right, see you guys.
Dude, that actually rhymed.
I know, it's sick. All right.
Matt and Jerry on the 1s and 2s. Your #1 stop for Bears and Bulls news. Gotta make a little rap for it.
Hell yeah. All right.